All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Carolina Panthers. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he powers his way up past the 30. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And that's a nice gain by him on first down, picking up some key yardage.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And right away, he lost the football. And the Panthers have recovered. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out of practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a two-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. Two-hand. Oh, I get it. Two-hand monster. Both hands on the football. Taking care of it. Putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Well, after getting the ball in prime position to score after a fumble recovery, you think you're in a great spot. But the defense on the field is saying not so fast, and they've held firm on the...
He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Bucky Hodges, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. Defense just has to hate those guys.
Just drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Let's go now.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now Jameis on 2nd down. Man open right side. It's Rodgers. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make it 3rd down. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. To throw is Winston. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Shaq Thompson in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play. Who you think's going to get the ball and where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it. And on that play you did. So you got to steel yourself at that point because the contact is going to be strong.
It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. First down, Kaiser. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the starting off on the right foot. 18 yards.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now Kaiser throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The former first-round pick, Vernon Hargraves, the one who was there defensively.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Over the middle, complete. It's Hodges. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a 1st down. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. That's Samuel. Caught left side. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense...
Kaiser yet again. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Kaiser going to lead the offense up 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Ooh, the juke. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal. From the gun, Kaiser. This is caught. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now 14-0. Gano out to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Open man here is Cole. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. First down, Winston. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Trenton Cannon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have made this a 1-score game.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
That's fielded in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. In on the stop, Vernon Hargreaves.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Let's go! What? 90!
Pitching it out to McCaffrey. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Now they'll bootleg it with Kaiser. Sliding out of the pocket. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's more. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Kendall Beckwith on the stop.
Good solid gain on first down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Kaiser, quick slant, caught by Moore. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. Kaiser now nearly perfect, 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. They go play action here on first down. Dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face. Not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Kaiser now on second down. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Able to pick up a dozen yards there on the scramble, but not enough. Fourth down. And Gano's kick is right through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you get the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it second down. From the gun, Winston. Flush to his right. Over the middle, it's caught by Rodgers. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Right back to him on 1st down. Even with the good move he showed, he'll be brought down short of the 15. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. So it's halftime here in Charlotte. We now proceed to the start of the second half. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Here we go. 190. 190.
Second down, Kaiser. Steps away to his left. He's picked off at his own 46. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On third down, Winston forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Now Winston on 4th down. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. The D brought the house. They called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play, or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want. They go right to the blitz, and in this case, they nailed it. Got right to the quarterback. No chance on that 4th down.
Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Now a second down throw for Kaiser. Throw left side complete. That's Bird. A big play there for the Panthers. 45 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
To throw, Kaiser. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Noah Spence. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Kaiser. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Noah Spence in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. So a tough spot for Kaiser. The sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. He's going to air one out. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Bucky Hodges with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And the lead will grow by 1 more. Gano out to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So out come the Bucs now. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Took just 1 play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down.
Wait.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Second down, Winston. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cannon. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Winston. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. Now Jameis on 2nd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Kaiser to throw it. Flushed out right. And incomplete. incomplete. So the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
They'll throw here. Kaiser. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And he is all the way up past the 25.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 27. On the carry, it's Cannon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up? And make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Winston from the gun on 3rd down. Hard throw, incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
This is taken at the 18. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Carolina getting set to take the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. He takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On 3rd down, Kaiser. Throw left side, McCaffrey's got it. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. But fortunately, a Panther was able to get on this, so Carolina keeps the ball.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And that's caught inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers fingers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Now Kaiser. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Kaiser yet again. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Noah Spence in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. So a tough spot for Kaiser. The sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Play fake. Kaiser. He's going to wind up and air it out. This is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And his kick is good. Gano out to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. A little juke. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Here's Cannon. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
They go again with Cannon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Oh, and now he bowls him over. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Jameis to throw it. And his throw here's incomplete. Big O.J. Howard, his intended target. And it's 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Here's Winston. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Luke Kuechly in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's going to go down again. Dirk Cutter's guys go for it but come up empty. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he loses the football a second time. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. On 1st and 10, Kaiser. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Bucky Hodges, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. So another score there. Often you talk about the three phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down
caused all of that.
Caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
They'll run with Cannon. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
Winston now to throw on 1st down. Being chased out left. He's going to let it fly. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Complete. He finds Brain. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. The Buccaneer first. Winston to Brait. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Now Winston buying time to his left. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. To the air again with Winston. Dancing to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Luke Kuechly in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. To throw is Winston. Flush to his right. And Winston lost the football. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Winston steps away to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Maybe one final chance here to make this a bit more respectable as he'll go for it on 4th and goal. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.